Hi everyone, David here with Suncel, the headless CMS for Next.js with a super simple visual editor. Today we are going to see how to manage multiple languages in your website thanks to Suncel CMS, and you will see it's very easy. Let's see how to do that. So what I would like to do is to create a page in English, and then I will create another page in French, and then we will see how to do that. So we are here, actually we are in the Suncel website. So you can see that the Suncel website is in English and in French as well. So in order to proceed, you first have to check that your project has two languages. So in the configuration, you have to add, so here, English and French. But actually you can add other locales. So locales are a language plus a country plus a region. So for example, you have several English locales, Ireland, Jamaica, New Zealand, and so on and so forth. Same for the French. So you have to select the locale you want. And in your website, in the Suncel CMS, what you will see after that is your different locales that you have selected in your configuration. And once you do that, you can filter by locale, by language, and you will only see the pages in this language. So let's go. We first create a page, let's call it, so we are in the folder here, we are in the Suncel CMS. We are in pages, and we created a demo folder, and in this folder I will create a page, and let's call it English page. And then you see that we have our folder here, which is demo English page. So you don't have the language in this path, but if we create later a page in French, it will be /fr/demo/French page, for example. So I create this page, then I can add a block here. Let's say that it's a rich text. And that's it. So you can see here the full path of the page. We just publish it. And then what we want to do, so I reload it, now it's published. Okay, and if I go to this page, you can see that this page is live, already live. Good. So now I want the same page, but in French. And what I have to do here is just I select the French, and then I have to choose an existing page or a new page. So let's say I want to select an existing page. So here you can see that this is the page in French, so it automatically selects the page in the other language. So here French. You see that this is my existing page in French on the Suncel website. So actually I don't want any of this page. So I go back and I do the same, but I create a new page. And let's say it's page français. I create this page. Okay, so I have to reload it in order to see the /fr here. And so my main language on the Suncel website is English. So I don't have any extension for the English because it's my main language. But since French is a secondary language, I didn't have this extension, the /fr extension in the URL. And then let's see. Okay, notre page en français. So this is our page in French. I save it, I publish it. Now I go to our page here. So this is our page in French. And you see that all the header is in French, all the footer is in French, and I switch to English, and we are now on our page in English. And that's very cool because there is like a matching between pages, like a bijection if you have 2 pages, and then the user, if you want to switch the language, it will automatically land on the same page in the other languages. So that's very useful if you want to link pages between them, and you just have to be careful to link to a page, because if you don't do that, like we just did, you then go back to the home page. If the English page is not linked to the French page because you have created them independently, then if you switch the language, you will go to the home page actually. So you have to, but if you do this link, there will be the matching between pages, and you will land on the good page. So that's it. You see, it's very easy. And now we are going to see how to manage more complex stuff like globals. So now let's see how to manage different languages in your header and your footer that are part of your layout. So how do we manage different languages in our header and our footer? And you will see that's very easy. So that's the Suncel website, and actually we build components for the header and the footer. And so here you can see that this is the component for the footer, and inside this component we inject the data, and this data comes from our globals. So let's see where our globals are. So here we are in globals, and you can see that we have the header and the footer. So let's go inside the footer, and here you can see that we have a footer in English, and it has its ID. So this is the ID for the footer, and we have as well the same in French. So you cannot see any change because actually this is there is 4 part as well. So but you see that here the title is in French, and here it's in English, and actually it's the product here, solution, resources, company. And you can see, here that you have product, solution, resources, and company. Good. And inside each of this navigation menu, you have a link with a label and a URL, a path. So each global has a schema, and then we have to inject this data in our header and footer components. So let's see how to do that. So now let's see, for example, how we can do the footer. So actually we will proceed backward to see how to do that. And we have now our file, which is the footer file. And in this footer, you will see that we have so the logo, and we have a column here, another column, and actually we have 4 columns. And so in this file, so we have some props here, and actually it's an array of columns. Each column has a title and has multiple links with on each link a label and a link. And so what we do actually here is that we map on our columns, and then we map on all the links available in this column, and we display it. And we do that for each languages. But actually how to send these props, so we will go back to the slug file, and we will inject in our footer component this information, and this information, so we have that in this in the getStatic prop, where we define the footer, and actually we fetch the data from this Suncel function. So using the Suncel API, we give it our footer ID, which is a global ID. We will see that in a moment. And we say that about the language, we take the language selected by the client, or we take the English, which is the main language. So let's go back in Suncel CMS. Okay, and here you can see that we have defined the footer, and it has a type. So we need to define a type before to edit this footer. And so here in the footer, you can see that we have all our columns. So we have the product column with the two links inside here. Okay, and we can switch language, and we will see that so this is the same column but with the French name, and that's it. So actually the ID here, if I copy the ID, is the ID that you will find here, and that's where you fetch the data. And before to do that, so when we create, so let's go back in the globals. So I create a new global, and let's call it another footer. And if I want to create so another footer, I have to choose the navigation menu. So I guess it was this schema here, and I create it. Okay, so that was the navigation menu type schema, sorry. And then if I go back in navigation menu here, you will see that I have defined the navigation menu with a title here, which is the title of the column, and with repeatable elements. And those elements are actually the label and the link on each link of the footer, which is in each column of the footer. So as you can see, it's very easy to manage different parts of your layout like header or footer in different languages. And it's very easy as well to manage your content like pages in different languages thanks to the Suncel CMS. I hope you like this video. Feel free to create an account on Suncel. It's free, there is a free plan. And don't forget as well to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you can join our Discord as well if you have any question or you need help. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.